What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 big tech stocks. But before we dive into this video, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated, guys, and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you find these videos are helpful and you want to support the channel and especially get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description and you can join that live tier right here. And if you're new to this channel and if you haven't already, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any new videos I post. And now let's get right into Tesla. Alright, now let's look at Tesla here, guys. So I've been holding some calls on Tesla and finally got rid of it today for a nice profit. I've been buying Tesla. Tesla was holding 167 as a support, and if you look at it today, we closed some of the gaps on top, got up to 174.43, and my calls were 175. So when in the money, sold out for a profit in the morning, and then this thing came all the way down to again 166.68 and now trading at 168.54 at the closing, again holding 167 as a support, and it's only down 0.36%. So Tesla here going into tomorrow and next few days. Key level to watch will be down here at 167. If that gives up, Tesla also have support at 163.46, 13 SMA on this daily chart, and then the gap below right here 162.95, and below that Tesla could be coming all the way down to 155. Now Tesla holding the support, so there is still a good chance that Tesla is going all the way up to 178 to close that gap on top. So that is also possible as long as Tesla holds 167 as a support. And if Tesla can fill the gap all the way up to 177.65 and that holds as a support 177 right here, we could see another move here on Tesla all the way up to 180.43, negatively sloping red line 50 SMA, and then watch out for this gap on top 183.58 on Tesla. And now we're going to look at Apple. On Apple stock, it's up 1% on the day, and look at this dip here on Apple stock today. Obviously Apple is up so much, I'm not interested here on Apple stock at 172. And look at this rising 5 SMA, this blue line on this daily chart sitting at 171.64, and Apple stock came down to where? 171.90, holding above, not even touching blue line 5 SMA, holding above that level, holding that as a support, went back up to 174, got rejected by this upper Bollinger Band, and now it's still up 1%, sitting at 173.56. So Apple stock still in a strong bull trend. Tomorrow, Apple stock, if there is a dip down to 171.64, watch out for that as a support. Below that, 170, 167. To the upside, Apple can get above 174. We're going to see a quick trip all the way up to previous 52-week high, 176, and above that, more upside on Apple stock, possibly a new all-time high, not only a 52-week high, guys. And now we're going to look at Microsoft. So a lot of people are still calling for a crash, 20, 25, 26% crash. But I think, yes, there will be a pullback, and that is going to be 5 to 7%. I don't see any crash, especially when you have market leaders. The market itself, Microsoft, Apple stock, running higher on a strong bull trend. Market is not going to sell off. You're not going to see a crash. So if you're making those videos, not watching the chart, you're not looking at the chart, then you don't want to face the reality that we have a bull trend and it's heading higher. Now look at this, guys. On Microsoft, it's up 1.73%. And if you look at this chart, yes, we need a pullback. A pullback would be nice on Microsoft. But where do you see crash here? This is a strong bullish trend on Microsoft. It's not going to just roll over and die. And look at this 5 SMA on this daily chart. Rising. Now sitting at almost 309, pushing the price higher today and finally breaking above 310, and look at this, ran all the way up to 313 and now sitting at 312.31 at the closing. So tomorrow on Microsoft, anywhere close to 309 to 310, if there is a pullback and that holds as a support on Microsoft, this thing heading higher all the way up to 320, and look at this upper Bollinger Band expanded all the way up to 319.45. So Microsoft can hold anything above 309. That is a dip buy. I'm not saying go long, but as long as Microsoft can hold 309, 310, that is a dip buy for a day trade, and this thing should be going all the way up to 319 to 320. Now Microsoft breaks under 309, then watch out, we could be coming all the way down here at 302 and then 300, 290, 688, another rising 20 SMA on this daily chart, and below that watch out for 295, and that would be a nice decent pullback on Microsoft, which I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. We could see a drop possibly down to 306, 307, but now we got strong support, blue line 5 SMA 309, and then we also got the breakout 310. So that is going to be a strong support on Microsoft anywhere close to 309 to 310. And now we're going to look at Nvda. Nvda stock is up 1%, and yesterday I was trading Nvda. Unfortunately, I sold out for a small loss. I think it was like 3 to 5%, somewhere around there. I got some calls at just above 285, 290 calls. It was up actually, green, and then I had my stop that if this thing breaks under 285, I'll sell out for a small loss. And Nvidia stock came under 285 yesterday, just like today, and I got stopped out. And look at today, guys. Calls would have been in the money, and not only in the money, over the money. This thing ran all the way up to 291 today, and then finally again getting rejected and closing at 288, just under the resistance right here, 289 to 290. So Nvidia tomorrow, if there is a pullback, watch out for the support at 285.60. Below that, Nvidia can come all the way down to 279 and then 276.51, white line 20 SMA. Nvidia breaks 288, or actually 289 to 290, we could see a run up all the way up to 298 to even 300, but I'm not chasing Nvidia here. This thing definitely getting overextended. There is no point of chasing Nvidia, especially at this level. Nvidia stock already got how many times rejected here, guys? 1, 2, 3, almost 5, 6 times right here. Nvidia got rejected around 290, 289. So that is a big level to break. And I think if that breaks, then we're going to see a quick trip up to even 300. And now we're going to look at AMD. On AMD stock, look at this monstrous run today. It was up 5% and now still up 2% on the day, getting a massive rejection at 100. Added some more puts right on top and now sitting at 97. So my swing trade on AMD is still on, and I think we're going to see 92 to even $88 on AMD stock. It's going to take some time. I mean, right now it's running on AI hype and also the news from Microsoft. That's why this thing is up. I mean, look at this, guys. Only 4 or 5 days, an AMD stock from 81 up to 100. That is a massive move on a stock like AMD. Now going into tomorrow, it's holding upper Bollinger Band as a support, 97. And if that gives up, we could see a drop here on AMD, possibly down to even 92. And now we have blue line 5 SMA sitting at 92. So we could see a retracement back down to this blue line 5 SMA, and that is possible very soon on AMD, a retest of this blue line 5 SMA on this daily chart sitting at 92, and then watch out for $88 down here, also a big support aligned with this white line 20 SMA. To the upside, AMD can trade above 97, then watch out for the resistance at 100, and then definitely more upside on AMD if this thing actually gets that breakout above 100. And now we're going to look at Google. On Google stock, it's up 4%. Now, first of all, guys, they're doing buybacks, and it's big amount, 90 billion. So there is a big amount of buyback here on Google stock, and also we got some good catalysts today. Of course, the AI thing, and now the folding phone. So this thing had that massive catalyst today, and look at this insanity on Google stock. It was up almost 5% or even more, all the way up to 113. Not only we closed the gap here on top, and now this thing is overextended. And look at this, upper Bollinger Band sitting at 110 and the stock trading at almost 113. So this thing will retrace 110, and that was that breakout. So definitely tomorrow on a pullback, watch out for the support around 110 to 109 right here on Google stock. And below that, Google also have support at 108, blue line 5 SMA, and then 107, white line 20 SMA. And I've been calling it out, guys, that Google stock holding, consolidating right here, 105, and that buyback, I think, just pushed the price higher. This is not small money buying and pushing the price higher. The buyback started on Google stock, and now who knows? I mean, look at Meta. Since they started buyback, that thing went up over $100. And this one, definitely, it can go up to 150. That is possible. Now, will there be pullback? Definitely. We could see pullback, and still, this thing can push higher. Right now, if you look at the technicals, it's getting overextended. So there will be a pullback on Google stock. So watch out for the support 110 to 109, and below that 108, 107, 105. To the upside, above 110, 109, Google can hold that as a support. We're going to see 115 also to the upside, as long as Google stock can hold above 110. And now we're going to look at Amazon. On Amazon stock, it's up 3.35%, so massive rally on Amazon. And look at this gap up on Amazon. We got a gap down here at 106.79, and Amazon stock ran all the way up to almost 111 today. And now it's holding above 109, holding that as a support into closing. So Amazon here, guys, tomorrow, yes, we could possibly see a gap down. To fill this gap down here at 106.79, that would be a dip buy on Amazon. To the upside, Amazon can hold 109 as a support. Look at this gap on top, 114.76. That is going to be the next target on Amazon. To the upside, above 109. And now we're going to look at Meta. On Meta, absolute flat day, and Meta holding 13 SMA as a support, also holding 5 SMA as a support into closing 233. And look at that dip today, 230 holding above, rising 13 SMA on this daily chart, holding that as a support, going back up to almost 237. And look at this move here on Meta, guys. So far, not lucky enough to get that breakout above 237. If that breaks to the upside, we're going to see a quick trip all the way up to 248 on Meta. Now, it's holding 233, blue line 5 SMA right here as a support. So that is going to be a strong level to watch tomorrow. And then 230, 225, 72, rising 20 SMA on this daily chart. Meta breaks under 225.72, then watch out for 220. And now we're going to look at Netflix. So on Netflix, it's up 1% and finally getting that breakout above 333. And now that is holding as a support, closing at 335.42 at the closing. So tomorrow on a pullback, watch out for the strong support 333, and below that watch out for 328, white line and also blue line 5 SMA, and then 322 all the way down here. To the upside, Netflix can hold 333. Tomorrow we're going to see a quick trip all the way up to 340 to even 342. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. Have a great night, everybody.